So I had a brief discussion with a couple of students about luck, and so here in this video, I want to talk about something that not too many people know and might not even accept, but I'm going to share my view anyways. And the idea is that you're always lucky. You're always lucky. And that's because the universe is always manifesting what serves you. The universe is always manifesting what serves you and what you need. And that's the job of the universe. Your job is to figure out how it is serving you. So you have to clearly understand these two different jobs. And if you agree with my statement, then basically you will realize that everything that is happening in your life is happening to help you, to serve you. But because of our limited perception, because of our self limiting beliefs, because of our narrow perception, we don't always recognize how lucky we are, because we would judge a situation, an event, as being negative, but we don't have the big picture. And so I think that, and by the way, I wish I had known about this truth when I was younger, because I would often view a particular event as being negative when, in fact, in retrospect, it was almost like a miracle. It was almost like a providence intervening in my life to help me to grow as a better person, to make more money, to improve my career, and so on and so forth. So, so let's take a specific example. You've been rejected uh, for jobs, right? You've been looking for a job and you keep getting rejected, or worse, they keep ignoring you. So normally, most people would see this as a negative event, right? Like you're trying to get a job, but you can't get a job. But one person who might be a little bit more enlightened might see this as a sign from the universe saying that you don't belong in a job. You should not be working for somebody else because you have talent and you're a little bit entrepreneurial, and therefore you should launch your own online business. And assuming that that person tries her hand or his hand in business, he might become very successful in business. And let's say one day he is able to build a very successful and very lucrative business, then he would look back at this period in his life where he was rejected for jobs, and he would actually see that as a blessing, because being rejected for jobs triggered in him the desire to launch his own business. And now he's making a lot of money. He has his own freedom. He can even hire people. So that's a very simple example of how everything that is happening in your life is teaching you something. It is telling you something. The question is, are you listening? Are you listening to what the universe, in its infinite wisdom, what it is telling you, what it is, advising you? Um, but of course, if you're only relying on your rational intellect and you evaluate or you judge events in a very narrow way, then you're likely to feel unlucky most of the time. And that's why, by the way, I don't really believe in luck, because for me to believe in luck, it's like a fish believing in water. Well, the fish is swimming in water. So in the same manner, I feel that my whole life, I've been swimming in luck. Everything that happens to me for a reason, and the reason is that I can grow through what is happening to me. I can gain clarity on what I really want. I can learn. I can become more sensitive. I can become a better version of myself. But all of this can happen only if I have the right attitude, the right philosophy. And the philosophy I was trying to transfer to you in this video is that you got to look at everything that's happening in your life as a blessing, as luck. And therefore, it's going to drive you to try to figure out, like, okay, I'm very lucky because this happens. Now, how am I lucky? How is this serving you? How is this serving me? How can I use this to grow as a person? How can I use this to become the best version of myself?